to communism or socialism, but very difficult to come back from that. So, we really want the people to understand that this is so important that we stay as a republic, a capitalistic republic. Here you have a whole series of people who are very capitalistic, all these paraphernalia and so forth. But people, that's the American spirit. People want to be free. People want to be able to do things to make their families better, to make their communities better, to make their country better, and also literally the world, because the world yearns for that spirit that we have here in America.
Yeah, I mean, I think the president represents what we all want out of America, the best of America, and I think that people coming out to support who they believe in is part of our God-given right as Americans.
When you're fighting to save America's family farms, every decision counts. That's why at Moink, we trust NetSuite for all our numbers, while we bring you the most delicious meat you ever did taste.
With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture of your business: finance, inventory, HR, customers, and more. It's everything you need, all in one place. NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/farm.
People everywhere living with type 2 diabetes are waking up to what's possible with Rybelsus.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Nothing wrong, but same our liberty. Tyranny is at our doorstep once again. Masquerading as our friend. A storm is brewing all across this great land. It's crumbling the foundation as if it were sand. We the people, one nation under God. Fight for freedom and justice for all. Yes, we will. We the people, one nation under God. Fight to save my liberty. All the perfection, our first patriots knew. Something so different had to be done. Their lives and fortunes, their own thing. The Constitution made them free. Cost of freedom, it rests upon our shoulders now. And it's our heritage to keep our country free. Now it's our turn to rise up to that call and rally to the fight for liberty. Yeah, we the people, one nation under God. Fight for freedom and justice for all. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We the people, one nation under God. Fight to save our liberty. We the people, One nation under God. Fight for freedom and justice for all. Free people. One nation under God. Sing our freedom. Sing our liberty. Sing our freedom. Long ago, up again. They fought for freedom. Oh, yes, they did. Our founding fathers, they rose up to that call. Rallied to the fight for liberty. We the people. Sing our unity. Let our good as the baby. A storm is brewing all across this great land. Crumbling the foundation as if it was sand. We the people, one nation under God, fighting for freedom and justice for all. Yes, we will. We the people, one nation under God. Sing our liberty. All the professions, our earthly dreams do. Something so fair that we love. Their lives are fortunate. We're all thinking. Constitution, get free. Yeah. All the freedom we press upon our shoulders. And it's all heritage to keep our country free. Now it's our turn to rise up to that goal. We rally to the fight for liberty. Yeah. One nation under God, fighting for freedom and justice for all. Yes, we will. We the people, one nation under God, sing our liberty.
Hey, LB.
are coming. They fought for freedom. Oh, yes, they did. Our founding fathers, they rose up to that call. Rallies is a fight for the people. Nation under God, sustain our unity. That our good as you faded as always. A storm is brewing all across this great land. Pumping the foundation as if it was sand. We the people, one nation, one God, fighting for freedom and justice for all. Yes, 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 we the people, one nation under God. Our first big something's so be done. Lives supporting we're all things new. Constitution, we did
Be sure to watch the Trump victory rally in Georgia on YouTube at 7 p.m. You can find it on NTD, the news network NTD. It's not a mainstream media. It's going to be in Valdosta, Georgia at 7 o'clock. Be sure to watch it. Be sure to look at my videos as well. We found even Herschel Walker, the football player. We found a USB pass off with the Democrats. There's plenty of evidence to show that this was a stolen election. I mean, these people are coming forward. This was a stolen election. This is, be sure to take a look at my videos and comment under them. I'm all for any president. I'll back presidents I don't like necessarily, but you don't cheat to get in there. The Democrats have been pulling this for the last 60 years, and now they've successfully so far taken our right to vote. And when our votes don't count, we have nothing. Joe Biden, if you watch my previous video that I had put up, Joe Biden during an interview, he basically admitted that he would develop some kind of disease and resign. This is not the way you win the presidency. This is not the way the legislatures can fix this now. This is not the way you do this. And I'm really tired. I'm working my tail off. But I want to be sure that people know about this on the YouTube channel NTD News. You take a look. You can subscribe to it, https://ept.ms.ntd. Take a look at this. NTD News Today. That's where you want to watch this at on the YouTube channel. It's coming up here in about 20 minutes. All these people here, Trump won this election. He most definitely won this election. And they're trying to steal it from him. Stop the steal. Let me grab that link.
The foundation as if it was sand. Oh, we the people, one nation under God, fighting for freedom and justice for all. Yes, we will. We the people, one nation under God. I can save our liberty.
I can't wait either, Heidi. Absolutely stolen election. Just like when Joe Biden tried to convince everybody that he marched in the civil rights, and he never did. He had a little bit of stolen valor. The man is a liar. He can't even make it through a speech. The idea is to get Kamala Harris in as the president. I think she should earn her way in as a president and not be stolen and put in there. I don't have a problem with Kamala Harris, to be honest with you. How you doing, Donna? I just want to let this run. Now I've been on mass hours, working a lot. So I might just let this run. That's right. Hi, Carla. I liked Reagan. Reagan was all about, putting reporters in their place. I like where he told that one reporter to shut up. What we're witnessing here with this election is history in the making. Oh, you're okay, Carl. You're more than welcome here. Trump's having a rally in Georgia. It's scheduled here in about 15 minutes. He's probably going to come up and speak. The speech he gave the other night was amazing. And as tired as I am, I really am watching this. I've been watching every little news story that I can with this because I know that it's a stolen election. It's a stolen election. The Democrats have, at this point, have successfully taken our right to vote. Our votes don't mean anything. Those ballots are precious pieces of paper. Too many witnesses. So I'm just kind of sitting here watching this along with it. I'm not going to chat that much. I probably might fall out on you. I'm tired. But I wanted to, let me go back to put the link back up here.
We have a good friend, Mr. Vernon Jones here. We were just talking about something super interesting that we both find a theme during this whole time since the campaign has, the Trump campaign has really brought back the message of faith in America. So we're talking about how, especially after this November 3rd election and all of the potentially fraudulent votes were cast, and people know how important this election is, how faith plays that important role. So I know I've personally heard a lot of people saying that, you know, God is on our side. That's the common theme that I'm hearing. So, I mean, what is your take on this?
Well, you know, I was born and reared in the South. And the cornerstone of every family was our faith, our God, serving God, because He blessed us with our health. He blessed us with a sound body and a right mind. He blessed us each and every day with our crops. People would pray to have good crops, would pray for rain. You know, God was the center of our life.
Giuliani is.
That's why one of the problems I have with the Democratic Party, they're getting away where now you have Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and others. They're literally destroying objects that are symbols of God. And so that is one of my issues. And so, like in the schools, a lot of parents believe by taking God out of schools that we're seeing things happen in school, the school environment now, where there's no faith base, there's no understanding, appreciation what God does in our lives each and every day. We rely on Him. We wake up with Him, saying our prayers, and go to bed saying our prayers, family. And so
I'm getting this from the NTD YouTube channel. I also see that Trump got wise and he's opened up a suit on Mark Zuckerberg.
Look at what the left is doing to the right. If they don't like the fact that I support Donald Trump and I wear a hat, they want to assault me. I'm not their enemy. I'm a child of God. So how can even the ones on the left that call themselves Christians, how can they stand for this? How can they stand for this violence?
I don't know if it's playing it live. I'm having trouble sharing.
Why is he calling Antifa out by names and Black Lives Matter and they're burning businesses and destroying people? So yeah, faith in God is the cornerstone, and Trump has made that popular again, that we can say without feeling some reprisal.
And you know, I want to pick your brain on this a little bit. So some people that I personally,
If they let Joe Biden in the office and put his hand on that Bible and swear him in, this country is not going to be the same again.
National Day of Prayer or whatever it was he did in the Oval Office that specifically did a Christian prayer, right? Well, we know freedom of religion is very strong in America. Some people who are really strongly against Trump have criticized him for making that move, saying that it's the only allowing one religion or only representing one religion is not good. You know, I don't really know what is your response to that?
Let me say this. You can have ecumenical services and allow everybody to do their thing. But I'm Baptist. I'm Christian. If I were holding prayer service at my home, I would invite the pastor and the faith that I identify with. Now, I do recognize that everybody has a right and free religion in this country. That's what makes this country so great. That's why I'm so afraid of the left. They want to take this away. But at the same time, I'd love to call, I'm sure President Trump would too, to love to call on, and they didn't even had ecumenical services. So everybody can come in there. But that's America. That's what I'm afraid of, though. The left now, they want to destroy symbols and statues of things that
my cam's a little screwy.
When President Trump stood in front of that church holding the Bible, he got criticized more for holding the Bible than the people did who burned the church. Isn't that something? They want to criticize this man and not uphold their faith. Here's a house of God, and it's burned behind
Fix my green screen.
and he has the Bible, and they're criticizing him and not those who burned the church. If they burn that church, they burn the Baptist church, they burn a synagogue.
You know, sorry, let me interrupt you. Does this remind you at all, whenever we were doing the coverage about the statues being toppled, one thing that popped in my mind personally was the Cultural Revolution in China. Do you remember that's one of the ways that they wiped out the whole, because, you know, China has a very traditional based origin. So there's a lot of that in their culture, in the root of their culture. So when the Communist Party came in and took over, that's one of their key acts that they did.
Let me say this. We're not only being invaded by the China virus, We're being invaded by the China culture, and that's what's scary. And Donald Trump is one of the last men standing as a national leader said, no, we are not China.
Yeah.
We are not Venezuela. We are not Russia. We're the United States of America. And we're going to make sure that we preserve and protect our way of life. And that's why I'm fearful of what has happened. And the left is allowing it to happen. And you know what? It's going to come back and get them. It's going to have a boomerang effect.
What do you think is going to happen? What do you mean by that? What do you think?
When Joe Biden did not call out by name Antifa and Black Lives Matter, he didn't call them out because that was helping him in his great win the campaign was calling chaos over blame Donald Trump. Already Black Lives Matter has demanded a meeting with Joe Biden. He's not even president. If he becomes president, they do it. I mean, he does become president. You're going to see the same forces. If he doesn't agree with them, wash it.
Like they did with the governor in Portland, right?
You're going to see them, and the government, they're going to come to the steps of the White House. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think that Trump, I was personally debating whether I think Trump's going to talk more about the election fraud aspect of what's going on here in Georgia.
Oh, you know he is.
Focus more on the campaign. What do you think he's going to do?
I think it's a couple things. I think he needs to talk about fair, free, and transparent elections. But he also needs to talk about the importance of electing these two senators back to the United States Senate.
Okay, so we're talking about China.
So I'm just going to listen in for a little bit here.
There's been a lot of talk about that China has a lot to do with the election fraud. We know that there was this video, I'm not sure if you saw it, of a couple of businessmen in China that were counting these U.S. ballots, and they were talking about how much they're going to sell them for. Do you think that they had a part to play in this fraud?
Let me tell you, the liberal media was so much against Donald Trump. They turned a deaf ear and eye on China and what they were doing to our elections. And because of that, they feel like they wanted a Joe Biden. They didn't want Donald Trump, but Donald Trump was going to stop. He's been going straight at him. That's the worst thing that could have happened. They should highlight that China is not America's friend. But matter of fact, they were more pro-China than they were pro-Donald Trump, the leader of the free world.
I wonder why. I just wonder why, because it's not good for anybody. Like the
ideas, they're the extension of the Democratic Party. Whether it's Anderson Cooper, whether it's The View, whether it's you just name one after another. ABC, NBC, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, they're all there. Why they hate the president so much?
My avatar, I'm standing in the spot in Dallas at Dealey Plaza on the X where John Kennedy took that fatal blow to the left and back. And this is what they do to our presidents that are good, that are for the people. Now it's time for a commercial, apparently. Nope. I'm going to try to share it again. See if I get the video to come up. For some reason, it won't play the video. Oh. I think I got about 7 minutes. It's going to show up fashionably late. Can I get that mug? Thank you. Shouldn't be deleted. Top Cop. We don't delete your comments. Are you sure it's not YouTube, Top Cop? Top Cop, put it back in there. Your comments are welcome here, Top Cop. You can put them back in there. I didn't delete anything. Top Cop. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see one. Top Cop, please put that comment back in because your comments are always welcome in my chat. Even if you have a different political opinion, that's fine. You're still my buddy. I don't hold people accountable just because they have a different opinion politically. That's what makes America great. We don't delete anything Top Cop says in my chat. I think it's a YouTube glitch or something. Actually, Mona, that's actually not what he said. We're not going to have a political argument here. These people are my friends. You're my friend. But that's actually not what he said. What he said was he didn't see any evidence of fraud. But he still needs to investigate more and more things come out. I don't believe Democrats are communists. It's okay to have a differing opinion, Mona. It's okay to speak respectably in here. I apparently am a Trump supporter. That doesn't mean I go at people who aren't Trump supporters. The good thing about America is we have a right to have our opinions.
No, you already had some of it. No.
Mona, you're more than welcome here. People with opposing opinions are more than welcome here. By the way, it's Zevia. No calories, no caffeine, no added colors. Good pop. I believe that. I need you to stay out of the cam. Okay, it looks like we have about 1 minute. Trump will probably be fashionably late. Sorry, I can't get the video to play. If it is playing, I don't see it. What's happening, Nick? No, I don't give it up either. It's definite, to me, in my opinion, things were not fair. It didn't happen the right way. There's too many witnesses that are putting their reputation and their freedom on the line by signing affidavits that showed that there was fraud, there was cheating going on. And I don't really care who the president is, to be quite honest with you, but we need to fix this. This needs to be fixed. If you guys have differing opinions, I would appreciate keeping it adult and civil. I don't want anyone blocked. I don't want any comments deleted. Because I live in a country where we're allowed to have differing opinions. It's okay to have differing opinions. Yeah, I think he chose to go into business. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're at 1 minute after. Let's see what happens here. I think he was more successful as a businessman. I know that he went to a military school and he upped himself up to a captain in that school. So he may have felt like he did his time there. Exactly. You know, Nick, I kind of liked Ross Perot back in the day too, but he wasn't as smart as Trump. I liked Ross Perot too. The people should have a right to vote. There's 79 million people that voted for Trump. I don't think so. I think that Trump wanted to become president because he loves his country and he felt like he should give back. Just like his interview that he did with Oprah years ago. He said he didn't know if he would be president unless he had to. And he got to a point where he had to. So we're 2 minutes late. And once Trump starts to speak, I'm going to watch the chat. Okay, one just landed. So let's see what happens here.
The crowd is super enthusiastic, even though it's gotten a little bit cold over these hours. So since Trump just landed, usually it takes them a couple of minutes to get up on stage. They have to go and park that big airplane over there. And it looks like they have two sets
I absolutely
right now. So I guess
I really enjoy what President Trump has done for this country. Joe Biden will not be my president, and that's okay. Hi, Miss Lennon. Miss Lennon, I realize that people will have differing opinions here.
Maybe not. You never know. For some reason, I feel like the enthusiasm is a little bit different than past rallies.
But we're looking particularly at the presidential race.
With all of the hearings going on in Georgia and calls to
I would agree with that.
Results. We know that people are probably more. They have that more.
So we're not looking at the House, at the Senate. We're looking at the presidential election, where they're showing evidence of fraud.
Republican majority in the Senate, but at the same time,
I support any president that gets into the office on the up and up.
Actually, One thing that's kind of funny about all these Trump campaigns is that at every single campaign, this song plays right before Trump comes out.
I have no idea why it's not playing the video part of this, but I will take. Let me go back and see if I can find
the song that's playing. I guess it could be super suspenseful for someone who's never seen President Trump before. That song definitely builds the mood for sure.
I'm gonna. This is where they're live streaming it. The banner below shows where they're live streaming it.
People whistling and yelling. Maybe they see something.
I'm sorry, Top Cop got
Might take just a
upset.
minute for that
It seems as if there's a missing
being
comment,
like,
but
they're screaming. I think they see something. They see the plane pulling up.
yeah, I saw the Atlanta video. We also have a pass off of a USB device that was taken out of one of the Dominion voting machines and passed off to someone. Another one was replaced in that. So that's another video you'll be seeing soon. So like I said, I'm just going to listen. Encourage people, if you want to listen to it without watching my live of this live, you can go to NTD. YouTube, the NTD, they're playing it out.
Slowly but surely pulling up there.
For some reason, I can't get the video to go.
Wilder and wilder.
Let me see if I
It's been
can
a
get it.
long hour waiting on Mr. President Trump to pull up here. Folks from all over the country.
I don't know if it's. I can't see my chat at this point.
Donald Trump.
I can't see my chat. I'm watching the Air Force One pull up.
Right up to those steps.
I'll check back and forth with my chat. I don't know if the video's showing now or not. I don't have two devices to check up on that. Hey, Nicole, are you on your iPad? Can you go to my YouTube channel and check and see if the stream is showing this? Give me a sec. Go on YouTube, just type my name in the channel spot. It looks like it's showing it. I think it was. You stop my cam. For some reason, I want you to go to my YouTube channel and see where it clicks on live. Show me what it's showing. Hang on, I'll just get up. Trump's having a victory rally right now. He's such a smart ass.
Yep, there they go, backing up those steps right up to the doors. So I'm actually watching this live stream right now, and I'm really checking out your comments on here. I'm wanting to know what you guys think Trump's going to talk about tonight. Do you think that he'll talk more about the situation of potential election fraud in Georgia, or do you think that he will talk about the Senate race more? I want to hear from you guys, so just drop a comment there on our live chat. Somebody says he'll talk about both. Yes, I think so too, but I'm just wondering what his focus will be. We know that the Senate race is so important, but at the same time, we know that the situation in Georgia is becoming more and more contentious by the day. So whatever he says, I know it'll be very passionate, like always. He's a very passionate president. Here we see some people climbing down the steps over there in the far right corner. If you can take a peek over there.
I'm just watching this along. I can't see my chat right now. I just want to wait for. I'm gonna get it started. I put the link in where you can go watch this NTD live. It's not mainstream media.
I don't remember seeing this many people at a campaign since Pennsylvania, one of the last campaign rallies Trump had. And it was actually snowing that day. That was a very cold day. Cold tonight as it was on that day, but still kind of chilly out here.
Let me see if I can get back to my chat real quick.
Okay, somebody just commented, do not vote.
Yeah, Top Cop, we don't ever delete your stuff. I think it was YouTube. I'm just looking at my chat real quick, and I'm going to go back to the video.
So I see some people have just commented, do not vote. Ask you guys about that. We know that Lynn Wood, that's been one of his talking points, urging people to pay more attention to
Look at all those people there.
holding the officials accountable for the election integrity before they
Yeah, please stop the song for $2.
But some people have said, especially a lot of the Republicans that are campaigning, have really just brought it home that no matter what the situation is, they should go ahead and cast their ballots and
I'm going to pop back to my chat.
secure those seats.
I don't know if it's showing the video while I'm chatting. Is it showing the video while I'm chatting with you? Is it showing the video right now? Okay, Heidi. I just want to support it. I don't care how many views I get on this. I just want to support the Stop the Steal.
So what do you guys think? Go ahead and drop a comment down there. Do you think that it's important to secure the runoff seats here? Or do you think that it's important to hold off and ensure the integrity first? I'm just wondering, what are you guys thinking? Maybe you guys can check out everyone else's comment and kind of get a sense for what the majority is kind of feeling right now.
I think we should hold off on any other voting right now since the integrity of the presidential vote is in question. We should hold off on any other voting right now and just deal with let's get the first one right first.
So we're hearing the famous song, We Are the Champions, kind of an ironic song for the situation here in Georgia. I guess it's...
Oh, you guys can still see the video? Okay, cool.
Of course, to just hype people up, but at the same time, it's interesting because right now they're really working hard to push...
Either way, whatever happens with this, we're witnessing political history right now. And the next couple of weeks are very crucial for this country.
Air Force One just pulled up, and we're waiting on Trump to get off. We're waiting for the grand announcement.
I have to switch back and forth.
And it looks like, the senators are being invited back up now, so. Maybe they'll be giving a second speech. They spoke earlier, but maybe they're going to give a second
Let's see what's
speech
going
now.
on.
Ahead of Mr. President Trump, or maybe they'll just welcome him on the stage. Maybe they'll just be invited to welcome President Trump on the stage because Helen Leffler and Purdue did speak earlier, so we'll see if we hear from them again. Maybe they'll have something different and interesting to say. And everybody's swaying back and forth to the music, super excited. Of course, these senators are trying to keep everyone super hyped up so they can get out and cast their vote for this runoff election.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Donald J. Trump. There we go. Trump, 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 Trump. There we go. Woot, woot. Hang in there. Where's the man? There he is. Oh, you're looking stunning. Wear red leather. There's the man. There's the man. There he is. Yeah.
It is wonderful to be here with you tonight. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. President Trump continues to fight for you every single day.
Yeah.
Do not let your voices be silenced. We must keep our seats in the Senate. It is more important than ever that this exercise your rights as an American citizen and vote. Under my husband's leadership, our borders are safer.
Yeah.
Global terrorists have been destroyed and historic peace deals in the Middle East have been made. Our nation is respected again, and our allies are now doing their fair share globally. President Trump has brought
This is beautiful.
back to the American people. And opportunities for women have expanded.
That's right, Miss Lennon.
Our workforce. Our economy has soared and unemployment has shrunk. When a global pandemic hit the United States last January, my husband put the American people first. And now, under this administration, and because of our amazing medical capabilities and resources, we're closer than ever to vaccinate that will save millions of lives. Let your voices be heard, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
For Senator Leffler and Senator Perdue.
That's right.
Thank you and God bless you and your families. It's now my pleasure to welcome the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Four more years. Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Melania. And I want to say hello, Georgia. We did. We won Georgia, just so you understand.
That's right. That's right. He won the whole election. That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now we won a lot of places. We won Florida. We won Ohio. Big. We won them big. Remember,
Go Ohio.
we lose Florida, they said. We were 5 down in Florida. We won by a lot. We were way down in Ohio, and we won by. We won them big. Remember, we were going to lose Florida, they said. We were 5 down in Florida. We won by a lot. We were way down in Ohio, and we won by a lot. I think they say that if you win Florida and if you win Ohio, in history, you've never lost an election. This has got to be our first time. But the truth is they were right. We've never lost an election. We're winning this election.
Go Trump.
And I will say we're fighting very hard for this state. When you look at all of the corruption and all of the problems having to do with this election, all I can do is campaign, and then I wait for the numbers. But when the numbers come out of ceilings and come out of leather bags, you start to say, what's going on? But I want to just tell you that I love this state. I love the people in this state. I'm thrilled to be back in magnificent Georgia.
Magnificent Georgia.
With thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. Let me begin by wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Remember the word? Remember? We started 5 years ago, and I said you're going to be saying Christmas again, and we say it proudly again. Although they'll be trying to take that word and get out of the vocabulary, we're not going to let them do that. I also want to express our profound condolences to the family of Harrison Deal, a young and brilliant campaign staffer for Senator Loeffler, who tragically died in a terrible car accident yesterday. You know about it. He was an incredible, magnificent young man, and I just want to say our prayers are with his friends and loved ones, and we will keep his memory in our hearts. And he's looking down right now, and he's very proud of Kelly and David, and he's very proud of all of us. So I just want to express my best wishes, okay, to the family and everybody. Thank you, Kelly. And let me also express our warmest best wishes and love to all of those people and families suffering from the COVID pandemic. Vaccines are on their way at a level that nobody ever thought possible. It would have taken another administration 5 years. It took us 7 months. And we're starting next week, and we're going to start vaccinating. And a lot of people already are vaccinated. It's called you caught it, and you're immune. I hope it's true. You know, they say that before I had it, they said if you catch it, you're immune for life. Once I got it, they said if you catch it, you're immune for 4 months, right? You know? But they're on their way, the vaccines, and they're great vaccines and safe and brilliant, actually, to think of it, what we've done in such a short period of time.
Come on with it.
They call it, even some of the enemies call it a medical miracle, what we've done. And we also have great therapeutics, and they're already here. And I can testify to that fact. I'll tell you what, some incredible work has been done over the last 7 months. And we should always get credit for that. Don't let anyone ever take it away from us. We're gathered here tonight to ensure, a very important word, ensure, because these are two great people that I know so well and respected by everybody in Washington and beyond, that David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler win the most important congressional runoff probably in American history. I really believe that. I think it's an American. There's never been a time like this where you have two at one time. At least you have two beauties. And you know what? You also have two beauties running against them, but beauty in a different way. They're two beauties. But there's never been a case where a state has had this prominence on the Senate races, because they're never together. And this is something that's very important, and you have to get out, you have to vote, you have to make sure you have every vote counted, every vote has to count.
Right.
You got to make sure they don't throw away any ballots.
Yep.
You got to make sure that when they collect the ballots and they start bragging about how many ballots they already have, you got to make sure your Secretary of State knows what the hell he's doing. And you got to make sure your governor gets a lot tougher than he's been. He's got to get a lot tougher. Because at stake in this election is control of the U.S. Senate, and that really means control of this country. The voters of Georgia will determine which party runs every committee, writes every piece of legislation, controls every single taxpayer dollar. Very simply, you will decide whether your children will grow up in a socialist country or whether they will grow up in a free country. And I will tell you this, socialist is just the beginning for these people. These people want to go further than socialism. They want to go into a communist.
He's a great president.
Government, and I have no doubt about it. Somehow that doesn't suit Georgia too well. That's not.
He's like the Elvis of politics, is why people love him.
David and Kelly are running against radical John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. Ossoff and Warnock are the two most extreme far-left liberal Senate candidates in the history of our country. You got to vote at one time. How did that happen? I think you both got lucky, but we'll see, right? We'll see. You must go vote and vote early, starting December 14th. You have to do it. They cheated and they rigged our presidential election, but we will still win it. We will still win it. We'll still win it. And they're going to try and rig this election too.
Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
We continue to fight. We've had some great moments. We just need somebody with courage to do what they have to do. Because everyone knows it's wrong. We need somebody with courage, somebody that makes decisions. And we'll be going up to the Supreme Court very shortly, and we really, if we have...
I guess we're all a little passionate when it comes to politics, but Mona she's not a bad person.
Wisdom, I think you know what the answer is going to be, because you can't let people get away with what they got away with. With over 74 million votes, think of that, I got more votes than any sitting president in history, 11 million more votes than we got in 2016. And we thought that if we could get 68 million, 67 million, that would be the end. All of our great, brilliant geniuses said you'd win if you get 67 or 68, it's over. We got 74 million plus, and they're trying to convince us that we lost. We didn't lose. They found a lot of ballots. Let's be nice about it. They got rid of some too. The 74, let me tell you, the 74 could have been even higher. As the great pollster, John McLaughlin, who's really a great pollster, one of the most highly respected, he said there's no way this could have happened other than the obvious cheating or a rigged election. There's no way it could have happened. You know, it's interesting. I wrote this out, and I had just a few of the facts, which I think, because I want to get onto the presidentials. I want to stay on presidential, but I got to get to these two because they're. But listen to this. These are the facts, and each fact is like irrefutable, and it means win. President Trump received, done by one of the most brilliant political people. President Trump received more votes than any previous incumbent president in history, and we lost. So we received more votes than anybody in history, any incumbent in history, and we lost, supposedly. We didn't win. You're gonna see that. No incumbent who received 75% of the total primary vote lost re-election in the history of our country. President Trump received 94%, not 75%, which is one of the highest in history. In fact, President Trump is the only one of 5 incumbents since 1912 to receive more than 90% of the primary vote.
My washer's a little bit loud.
Anybody received over 75%, they won. We got 94%. President Trump set a record for the most primary votes ever received by an incumbent, ever. And nobody that's received all of the primary votes, nobody's received at a much lesser level than what they always won. But we didn't, according to what they say. It's rigged. It's a fixed deal. Nationally, initial numbers show that 26% of President Trump's voting share came from non-white voters. The highest percentage for a GOP presidential candidate since 19.
Hey, salad is good.
A long time ago. President Trump won. Think of this one. President Trump won 18 of 19 bellwether counties. You know what a bellwether county is? A big deal. So I won 18 of 19, a record, never happened. That between 1980 and 2016 voted for the eventual president in every single election, and before that it was almost every election. And we won a record, 18 of 19, never lost. Nobody's ever lost with anything like that. Biden did not demonstrate coattails for the down-ballot races. Had no coattails. I'm shocked to hear that. In fact, he got 80 million votes, but when he made a Thanksgiving Day speech on the internet, They say you have less than 1,000 people. How do you have 80 million votes and you have 1,000? No, how do you have 80 million votes and you have less than 1,000 people? With the Republicans maintaining control. So here's what happened. So Biden didn't demonstrate coattails down ballot races, but with Republicans maintaining control, first time this has ever happened. Control of the Senate, winning all 27 toss-up races in the House.
Yeah.
Great job, Mitch, great job. Winning all 27 toss-up races. Now think of it. We didn't lose the seat in the House. Think of this. First time that anybody, I think in history, we didn't lose one seat. Normally you lose 2, 3, 5, and you replace. We lost nobody sitting in Congress. I worked hard in the House with Kevin McCarthy. Not losing a single legislative chamber and making big gains at the state level and holding on to the Senate. I mean, look at what's happened. We better hold on to the Senate, you two. And there's never been numbers like that where a president even came close to losing, but they say we lost. The only way is they stuffed the ballot box. President Trump won. President Trump won, as we said, both in Florida and in Ohio. And by the way, it won by a lot. Remember, remember?
Sorry, that's my washer.
They said he's down by 4 in Florida, and it won by a lot. He's down by 2 in Ohio.
That's my washer.
Nobody's ever done that. Those two very powerful, big, important states. And the beauty is that we also went to
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Mona. You're welcome back at some other point, Mona.
President Obama beat like all over the country. In some of the swing states, would like to be a nation. How does that work? And they say it's statistically impossible. He beat crooked Hillary. Think of this. She beat crooked Hillary in the swing states, but she beat him everywhere else. Let me tell you, this election was rigged, and we can't let it happen to two of the greatest, most respected people in Washington. We can't let it happen again. Can't let it happen. Your governor could stop it very easily if he knew what the hell he was doing. We'd stop it right. Hundreds of thousands of illegal votes were cast in each state. Far from, I mean, you look at this, hundreds of thousands more than we needed cast in every state we're talking about, not only here, but Michigan, Pennsylvania. How about Pennsylvania where they throw the poll watchers out? They threw them out. They literally threw them out. And they did it here too, by the way. But we caught them cold and have numerous cases pending, and so far we haven't been able to find the people with the courage to do the right thing. And that is true in Georgia, certainly, but we're going to hit those people, and they're going to go down in history as great people. They're going to go down because everyone knows what took place. But we're going to talk about the presidential election a little bit later because we have a big senatorial race going on in Georgia, and we are watching Democrats very, very closely. And remember this, we had this massive race all over the country, so they could cheat in Georgia, and people aren't really watching it like they should. And, again, all I can do is say, I'm running, win, and then do a good job as president. That's all. I don't run the elections. I don't run to see if people are walking in with suitcases and putting them under a table with a black robe around it. I don't do that. That's up to your government here. And for whatever reason, your Secretary of State and your governor are afraid of Stacey Abrams. They're afraid of her. So we know the Democrats are planning to cheat, and we can't let them do it again. And we're going to pull ours out one way or the other, but we have to be vigilant because I don't want these two to work like I thought we were going to easily win. And then maybe for the first time in a long time, I'd go take a nice little vacation for about 2 days, and then we go back. And instead, I probably worked harder in the last 3 weeks than I've ever worked in my life doing this. And I've become friendly with legislators that I didn't know 4 weeks ago, and actually they're great people. In fact, in my pocket right here, we have a couple of them right in here. Where's Bert Jones? Where's Bert? Bert, boy, you're a young guy. I thought you were young, but not that young. Bert Jones, I want to thank you, Bert, for being here. You're friendly with the man next to you, right, huh? He's a man of courage. Thank you very much, Bert. I appreciate everything you're doing, and so does this big crowd. And there's a lot of people. Also, Brandon Beach, Senator Brandon Beach. Brandon, thank you for everything. We appreciate it. William Liggins. William, where's William? Why are you so far away, William, from them? Oh, I like that group better, actually. I agree. And Greg Gozel. Where's Greg? Greg, thank you very much, Greg. We appreciate it. Really do. We appreciate it. Great people. And we said, have this brought back into your legislature, Governor. Have it brought back. Let these people make it. Keep it open, keep it transparent, and let us have a signature verification. What's wrong with that? They keep counting the same votes. I said, don't count votes. Look at the signature. You're going to find the signatures aren't what they were 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago. But our two great Senate opponents, and these are two people that fight, and they're going to fight like, I don't know if you know this, but one of the people that you're fighting, I went against him also 4 years ago. He was against a very fine woman, Karen, who was a great woman, and he was leading by quite a bit, and we ended up beating him. He didn't even live in the district. He was running for Congress. He didn't even live in the district. So we're going to have the same thing. But Ossoff and Warnock will be total pawns of Chuck Schumer, crying Chuck. I only see him cry when the cameras are on. But he did say this. Maybe I'm hurting you with it. He did say this. If we get in, we're going to absolutely make Donald Trump's life miserable. Can you believe it? That's Chuck Schumer. He made the statement. We're going to investigate him. Oh, those investigations will go on and on. Well, they've been investigating me since the day we came down on the escalator, which what turned out to be our great first lady. We came down the escalator, right? And they spied on our campaign and lots of other things. But Nancy Pelosi, AOC, Bernie Sanders, and the lunatic radical left. That's what you're going to have. Is Chuck Schumer said rather infamously, first we take Georgia, then we take America. But they don't mean take America like in a good sense. They mean bring it over to things that the people of Georgia don't want. You're not going to like it when they want to take over your farm. Gee, we own this farm too. You know, we were here also. We own this farm. Here's exactly how they will change America forever. The radical Democrats, if they get power, they will immediately abolish the Senate filibuster, allowing them to pass any bill they want and giving them free rein to ram through the most extreme left-wing agenda ever conceived, while at the same time destroying our military through a lack of funding. And by the way, tell our senators, end Section 230. End Section 230. Put it in. We put it in. I want it in the defense bill. Put it in because it's a national security problem. It's a big national security, so hopefully Mitch and the senators will put it in. But it's the one chance we have to bring big tech, who are vicious and violent and untruthful, to bring big tech. It's the only thing they fear is that we're going to end Section 230. So hopefully we will do it. It happens to be a politically very popular thing to do, by the way. If these people get control, their draconian military cuts will devastate Fort Benning, Fort Gordon, and the military families all across Georgia. We would also like to save the names of the forts, if you don't mind, everybody. They have the right, you know, they put in the Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren clause, where they have the right to take all the names of our past just warriors, heroes in some cases, many cases. Some turned out to be heroes in disguise, perhaps. But they want to take the names off, and they have the right to desecrate, to take down, to destroy, to demolish places in our national parks that we don't want demolished. So we have to be very careful that we can't let that happen. They want to put it in our military bill, of all people. Elizabeth Warren puts that clause in the military bill. They will impose total open borders so that people can pour into our country. And they will give them free health care, free welfare, and the right to vote in your elections. You won't ever win another election as a Republican. They even want to take down the wall. You know, the wall, I want on the wall too. We want on a lot of things. Take down the wall. I heard him say it the other day. We will take down the wall. You know, we have the strongest border we've ever had now. We're almost finished with the wall. Strongest border, right, Sonny? And we built it despite, it's incredible the effect it's having. We built it despite everybody said no chance. I mean, we had a whole very powerful Democrat Party oppose me. And yesterday, I don't know if you saw it, the court just ruled that the money I took was taken illegally. So at least we have a legal wall. The appeals court. So we took it and we built the wall and we'll be finished with it very soon. But it's had a tremendous impact on illegal immigrants coming into the country. And by the way, we want people to come into our country. You see that by the voting. But we want people to come in legally and through merit, where they can help us. The radical Democrats will implement nationwide catch and release. You know what that is? You catch a killer, you catch a rapist, and you say, oh, thank you very much. Please give us your name. Oh, come back in 3 years. We're going to put you on trial. Oh, good. You never see them, by the way. Remember, I had that debate with Joe Biden. He said, no, they come back. Yeah, they don't come back. They don't come back. No, they don't come back. Like never. Maybe 1%, but I doubt it. That's the end of them. You let them loose in our country. I got rid of it. You think that was easy? And install sanctuary cities all across the country. That's what they want. Freeing criminal aliens and MS-13 gang members, the most vicious people. They don't like guns because it's not painful enough. They like using knives. It's true. They don't like guns. They'd rather cut somebody up. To wreak havoc and terror upon innocent families. We moved thousands and thousands of MS-13 the hell out of our country. We moved them back to where they came from. And some we put in prison because they're too dangerous to move back, because they'll try and figure a way. You know, they're not stupid. They're vicious, but they're not stupid. Sort of like the Democrats, if you think about it. They'll confiscate privately owned firearms and share. And what they will do, they will share everything with themselves, only dangerous equipment, and they will totally cut up a thing called your Second Amendment rights.
Woo! Stop the steal. Stop the steal. I got to end the live. I'll be watching it. It's time for me to go to bed. Busy, busy, busy. Go Trump. Stop that steal. Love y'all.